So today I want to talk to you a little bit about artist trading cards. Artist trading cards were started in 1997 by a Swiss artist. And what he did was he asked a number of artists from around the world that he knew he invited them to collaborate on what he called a collaborative cultural performance. And he asked these people to make these little cards and trade and send him a 2.5 by 3.5 mini piece of art. And he put them all together and had a great big photo shoot with all these tiny little cards. Today, artists use business cards almost like trading cards, almost like business cards. Sometimes they'll put their business information on the back of them, and then they can mail these around to different artists. What a trading card is it's basically a small portfolio. It's just a mini portfolio, and I want you to start thinking about how an artist thinks, okay? So when you do something like this, and I'm going to show you a number of different kinds of trading cards. When you do something like this, what you want to do is you want to start with the same sort of background, okay? You might want a toned background like these are. You might want just a white background. Maybe you like watercolors and you want watercolor paper background. Maybe you want actual playing cards. I'll show you some of those in just a moment. Okay, but you want to start with the background. Then you want to do something with that background. So for instance, this person did red circles on this background. You see these red circles all through the whole process. She's used the same something with a red circle in it, okay? Then what she's done is she's cut out some very interesting textures from different magazines. So she's put some different textures on these cards. And then with the texture, she's also run some interesting things through. So here's some more texture here, 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 here. So it's that's kind of the same texture running through everything. Also, I know for a fact that this woman had a child at the time she did this. And what she did was she took pictures of the Gerber baby and placed them all around each piece, okay? And then she put some other little embellishments on, like this, or this, or this, that she found interesting, okay? So, that's one kind of artist trading card. Hers was very it didn't have there was really quite the reason behind it. Here's one that's has a little bit more behind it, okay? These are done on actual cards, which you certainly can do yourself. The cards have been gessoed, so some of the backgrounds you can see, some of them are, and I don't have all of them, some of them you can see the texture on them, some of them not as much. So some of them you can see them quite a bit, so they've been gessoed. Then what this person did was they took a stamp of a cork and stamped blue cork onto each one of these pieces. Then they found things that reminded them of the sea and put things on that looked like they might be partly from the ocean. Then some of them have words on them. Not all of them did, but some of them did. And then the person punched little holes in it. See the little holes that they punched? So these were made from real playing cards, and you certainly can do that if you'd like. Here's some more. This one was done in pen and ink and watercolor paint. So you see, the name of this one is Squished. Can you see the squished face here? And the squishy here? And look at, there she is with her nose up against the wall there. Here, her head is kind of squished. Here, she's with her cheek up against the wall. Okay? So this one, she used watercolor and pen and ink. This one's really cool. These are tiny little cards, and you see, it's all about wet hair. See her wet hair with her mouth right here? And more wet hair. Here's her wet hair. Here. Here. And here. This is all done in oil paint. Isn't that cool? This one are actual playing cards as well. And what she did was she had a light blue trading cards, and what she did on this one was she took brown paper towel and glued them onto the cards. Okay? See that? How she's glued it on, so now you can kind of see through them, and it makes a real cool texture. This woman happened to live in the countryside, and where we took the class when we made these was in downtown Minneapolis, and she was not used to seeing so many power lines. So she focused on power lines and electrical power for her piece. You see those? Isn't that cool? So she just drew on the background with a straight edge and a pen and ink. Here's another very interesting one. You see, none of the birds are quite finished. This is done in pencil, color pencil. So it's birds that haven't quite been finished. Here's one more